Alright everyone, hello everyone. Okay, I hope everyone is doing great. As we all know, we will continue to close the school for another 2 weeks, but teachers will continue with our lessons even though there's lockdown. Alright, so for today, what I have here is the topics, the mathematics topics for term 2. Alright, so we have total of 7 chapters here. Alright, so but for today we will for this week we will look into chapter 9. Alright, which is expressions and equations. If you all remember, this chapter 9 is quite similar from chapter 2, which is constructing expressions and building formulas. Alright, so if you understand that chapter very well, this chapter might not be hard chapter for you. Alright, this will be easy for you. Alright, so yeah. Alright, for today we will focus on 9.1. Alright, so chapter 9 is expression and equations. 9.1, which is collecting like terms. Alright, like terms. Right, so I will start off with one simple example. What I have colored here is I have red, I have yellow. Alright, so for red I wrote it as red brick. Alright, this is red brick and this is yellow brick. For red brick I put X. For yellow brick I put Y. Alright, so I have two letters X and Y. So let's move on. Alright, so for first questions, if there are 3 red bricks, there will be 3X. How? Because 1 red brick equal to 1X. So 3 red bricks, which means I have 3X. When you plus these 3 together, you will have 3X. Alright, it is not like this. No, it is not like this. You do not write like this. When you plus the unknown numbers, the letter, you will write it this way. It also applies to subtraction. Let's look at this yellow bricks. Why 2Y? Because there are 2 yellow bricks. 2Y. Alright, when you plus together you have 2Y. You write it as that way. Again, you do not write like this. No, this is wrong. You do not write like this. You write it in this way, 2Y. Alright, so for question 2, I combine them together. I have 3 red bricks, I have 2 yellow bricks. Here it was separated, but here I combine them together. Same thing, you plus this X, 3X together, you will get 3X plus 2Y. Alright, so this is where it comes like terms. Alright, so let's look at it. You have Y here, you have X here, so it is 2 different things, which means they are not like terms. Alright, we can plus these 3 together because they are like terms. Alright, we can plus these 2 together because they are like terms, which means Y and Y is the same. But here, when we look at this here, we have 3X and 2Y. See, X and Y is a totally different thing, so I cannot plus them together. I will just leave it as that way. So the answer will be 3X plus Y. That's all. So this will be the answer, because you cannot plus 2Y, because you cannot plus the unlike terms. Alright, so when you read this, you will understand. These are 3 simple rules for this expression and equation. You can add, subtract, or combine like terms. Alright, I want to emphasize on this like terms. You can only add, subtract with the like terms. If they are not like terms, you cannot combine, you cannot add, you cannot subtract, just like this. And second one, you cannot combine terms that contain different letters. Again, here you cannot combine these two because you cannot combine these two because they are not like terms. Alright, because they contain different letters. See, I have X here, I have Y here, so they are different letters, which means I cannot combine. Alright, so the third one, you can simplify an expression by collecting like terms. Okay, we will focus on this by doing some questions. So alright, so this is simplify, correct? So here the question is simplify each expression. So these are the expression. Alright, expression. So if you do not know what expression is, go back to chapter 2 and revise on that. Alright, so let's do A first. A, you have 2x plus 3x. Okay, let's compare. Let's compare. Okay, alright, see, I have x and x, which means they are like terms. If they are like terms, I can add. Okay, in this case is addition, so I can add because they are like terms, which is x and x. Alright, so you plus them together, you have 3 plus 2, how much you got? You got 5. Alright, so you just write x, 5x. Okay, let's do question B. 7y minus 2y. Again, they are like terms, which means I can subtract them. Alright, it's okay to subtract them because they are like terms, y and y. Alright, 7 minus 2, you have 5. You write this y again. Alright, okay, let's do question C. You have 4p plus 3q plus 2q minus q. Alright, so this is what I do when they give this kind of a bit complex expression. See, they are all over the place. For what I do, okay, this is p, sorry, this is p. Alright, so for what I do normally is that I arrange them into in a like term first. Okay, I arrange them first. So let's look at p first. P is here and here, so I have 2p, so I arrange them first so that you do not confuse. Alright, and here I have 2q, 3q and q, so I arrange them again. Okay, the sign doesn't change. Alright, 3q, see, the sign doesn't change. 2p in front of them, in front of 2p is positive. I do not change the sign. Okay, I just switch it as a whole. Okay, I just swap the place as a whole. Alright, okay, now you can do the working now. You can do the calculation now. So 4 plus 2p, how much you have? 6p. Okay, and 3q minus q, how much you got? 2. Okay, wait, sorry, this is plus 2q. Okay, so let's look at it again. See, I already simplified these two, but look at this. Here it is p, here is q, so they are not like terms. Okay, they are not like terms, which means I cannot combine them because they contain different letters. Alright, so they contain different letters, which means I cannot combine them. So the answer will be just as this. Alright, simple as that. So let's move on to question D. Question D is 5t plus 7 minus 3t plus 3. So again, I want to arrange them first. Alright, in a correct order. So how many t do I have? 2. So I arrange them first. Alright, I move it as a whole. See, this negative sign, this negative belong to 3t, so I move them together. Alright, do not change the sign. Alright, do not change the sign. It's very important. Plus positive 7, positive 3, because because two of them doesn't have anything, any letter, which means they are just a normal number. You can plus them together. Alright, 7 plus 3 you have 10. 5 minus 3 you have 2t. Alright, so this will be the answer. Alright, because look at this. Some of you might ask, why teacher, why they cannot plus together? Because when you look at this 10 doesn't have any letters. Okay, it can only subtract or add the number without any letters. Alright, they are not like terms, because 2 have a T but 10 doesn't have a T, so which means they cannot plus together. Alright, remember, yeah? So this will be the final answer. Alright, so okay, let's look at more example. Alright, okay, this is quite tricky. These 3 questions are quite tricky. See, just now what we do was simple, only 1 letter. Okay, but now what you see here is 2 letter, which is M and N and M. See, but how do you do? Many of you, okay, I mean some of you will ask, teacher, they cannot plus together because they are not like terms, because M come first here. For this number M come first, but for this number N come first. Why, teacher? You cannot plus together. Okay, you will ask that, but the answer is you can still plus them together. Alright, because they are still in a like term. These two, okay, this number 2 have M and N. Same goes for this number 3. This number 3 also have 1 N and 1 M. Alright, even though the position is different, but they are still like terms because they have the same, alright, they have the same letters, which means you can add, subtract, or combine. Alright, so you can still do that. Simple. 3 plus 2, how much? 5 mn. Okay, you can write it as 5 mn or 5 nm. Okay, it doesn't matter which one comes first. Okay, the answer will be one of these. Okay, if you write one of these, you will get correct, but do not leave it as like that. Okay, do not think that they are unlike terms. Okay, they are like terms because both of them have the letter N and M. Alright, okay, same goes to this question. See, D and G and D, the position of the letter switch is not the same. Alright, this might be confusing for some of you, but when you practice more, you will understand it. Alright, as long as the number have the letter together, the same letter, they can still be calculated. Alright, so what I have here is minus and plus. Okay, minus and plus equal to minus. When you minus 3 and 3, you have 0. Alright, just 0. Do not write 0 dg. No such thing as 0 dg, just 0. This will be the correct one. Alright, okay, this one, some of you might be confused. Okay, that's why I write it here in a red marker pen. X equal to 1x. Even though they doesn't show any number here, it is the same as 1x. Alright, you can choose to write any one of them. So the question gives you as this, 3D plus D. You were confused. Hey, there's no numbers here. How do I do that? Simple. This D is equal to 1D. If you're still confused, you can write it down. 1D. 3 plus 1, how much do you have? 4D. Alright, so that is all. Okay, it's simple as that. Just have to simplify. Okay, so we have done with this. Simplify the collecting items. Alright, so we are collecting It's very simple. We are collecting the like terms. When you look them back, I just simply collect the like terms. See, I collect them first. P and P, I collect them first. Q and Q, I collect them first. Then I calculate. Alright. Okay, that's it.